Hello ladies and gentlemen, home slices alike. Do you want to know the absolute bane of my entire existence?
Oh, you do? Oh.
I will proceed to tell you then. Advertisements, yes. F***ing advertisements. I hate them so much. They are so goddamn annoying. Like, do you remember this lovely advertisement right here? Oh yes, nothing makes me want to buy a product more than blaring in my f***ing ears. And I hear the argument thrown around, well, at least you're talking about it. Yes, but if a man walks into a gas station and shoots 9 people, it's not a positive thing to talk about it. It's a bad thing. It's terrible. I don't know if you have noticed or if you even care, but we are living in some annoying ass times when it comes to commercials and ads. Actually, scratch that, we are just living in annoying ass times in general. Look, I get it, commercials have to target towards, you know, the average person. It's what makes us sell. Relate to the consumer. But if this shit is the average citizen, I'm gonna go take like 40 Benadryls and ascend to a higher plane of existence. I mean, what is that? What is that? I mean, honestly, you're telling me a whole marketing team got together, put their Jimmy Neutron brain blast power together, read their weird data sheets about what people are into, and this is what you came up with. This was your magnum opus of like grand ideas. Yeah. I don't know how, but time and time again, commercials just feel so soulless. Like personally, I'm a big fan of those early 2000s advertisements where the kids are just vibing and having fun. I didn't feel lied to. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember this, but do you recall soccer boppers? Those inflatable fish you could use to beat up your friends without the real consequences of swinging a left hook to their face. I mean, it was an innovative piece of technology. It was revolutionary. And that commercial, they didn't sugarcoat it. I mean, they literally have a scene where they are casually beating the ever-living shit out of this kid, and he just keeps on smiling through like a damn champion because you know what? He knew he was gonna be on a banger commercial, unlike this shit. I guess what I like about these kinds of commercials was that they felt direct, more or less. It didn't try to promote that if I bought soccer boppers that I would awaken the MMA fighter inside of me and decimate an entire playground. It was just simple. Hey, this product looks fun, so like you could be having fun too. Now, I know I'm using a children's product as an example, and honestly, I don't recall many adult commercials as a kid, but hey, maybe advertisement teams could take some notes from the direct simplicity of ads like soccer boppers. Often now, to me at least, commercials just feel like I'm being pandered to, almost like I'm being insulted to some degree. I feel as if the people behind most modern commercials just wrote down a list of basic things that people like to hear that makes them feel good, all while either A, promoting a better tomorrow, or B, promoting a better you. You also see it all the time where commercials hype up their products as some benevolent woke product. I'm not sure if I can find it, but I saw this commercial of a nurse who was doing her job, you know, helping old man Jenkins after he took a nasty fall off his razor scooter. She takes a Clorox wipe and cleans the railing because, you know, old man Jenkins, he's a little bit of a freak and likes to lick the bed railing. Sick bastard, but I mean, come on, you gotta love him. She then goes home and picks up a toy, cleans it off of little goblin germs, and then meets her kid, and boom, scene. Okay, so this seems like a pretty normal commercial, which I mean, it is, but let me explain why it just annoys me. You know, maybe this is just my cynical point of view. First off, the goddamn music. I mean, what is this? I literally feel like this could be the start of some movie where, I don't know, little Timmy wandered a little too far back in the woods Gim warned him about, and he met some magical elves. Just a reminder, this is a commercial for a fucking hand towel. Then the message, when it counts, trust Clorox. Sure, whatever, it's a good product, but trust when it counts? That would be a slogan more fitting for like a law firm. It just feels baseless. Like, what am I trusting here? That it'll kill germs? I fucking hope it'll kill germs. I mean, that's why I'm buying it. I mean, damn, a little info would be nice. Like, let me give it a shot. With Clorox, you can wipe your ass and get rid of those crusty dingleberries for a fresh new feel, killing 99% of germs instantly. Now that's Clorox, a product you can trust. You know, not my best performance. I was kind of like half-assing it there, but you get the picture. The whole commercial just feels like it's taking itself way too seriously. Like that I, the consumer, wake up and the first thing I think about is bleach. Actually, never mind. I think they're onto something there. Alright, so we already discussed how commercials take themselves a little too serious, but what if we cranked up the entire knob and hit you with the ultimate pander commercial? I'm talking black and white filters, black borders, mothers helping, I don't know, crying babies. Oh yes, anything to tickle your social, insert word here about just feeling good about doing something socially correct. Fucking Christ. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, it can get even more generic.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, God, I feel like so many of these companies take serious issues and just show a bunch of unrelated images to their company, discussing triumph and a better tomorrow with no real indication as to what the actual fuck they are going for. Then just throw up their logo at the end. I could show like dead pigeons in water and, I don't know, an oil spill, and then I throw up the Nike logo and it's like, oh, that's so inspirational. Thank you, Nike. During 2020, advertisement teams were just living it up because it was just too easy not to hop on this train. So many commercials needed to stand out during the pandemic, and you know, some pulled it off well. You know, some didn't just shove it down your throat like a can of fucking beans. But then you had the all benevolent companies with their beyond inspiring ads. Behold how they will save us from the fiery damnation of the coronavirus. I mean, these commercials don't even try to hide the fact that they are literally the fucking same. Piano music plays, workers doing, well, work, animate shots of your average store employee, generic message about triumph or rising above, empty stores, roads, etc. Which I personally didn't understand for Facebook. I'd assume people being inside would be kind of good for your company. Inspiring humming. Please, God, not the inspiring humming. It's so fucking annoying. Like, shut up. It just inspires me to step out into traffic. A good little throwback about how the company has been helping people since they opened.
Since 1926.
Since 1978.
For 60 years.
For 75 years.
For over 80 years. In 90 years.
Which always kind of feels like a, hey, better not forget about us, that stuff, look at all the nice things we have done type deal. People.
We're people.
People.
People. People.
People.
Family.
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 And family.
Family.
Family. Family.
Family. Family.
More than ever.
More than ever.
Today, more than ever.
Now more than ever.
Troubling times.
At times like these,
During these difficult times.
In these troubled times.
Uncertain times. That's a personal favorite of mine.
In these times of uncertainty.
during this time of great uncertainty,
During these uncertain times.
During these uncertain times.
An uncertain time.
Throw in a little dash of how being apart doesn't mean we can't be close, and sprinkle in a little bit more about community. I would say sure, this is a good message if it wasn't for the fact that all these commercials are literally just the equivalent of an entire class copying each other's homework. I mean, it doesn't feel genuine. I mean, Buick and GMC are here to help. Like, bitch, how? Are you gonna give me my stimulus check? Or perhaps when somebody loses their house, you can help them sell their belongings so they can afford their first monthly on a brand new SUV that they can live in. And DoorDash? Oh, don't even get me started on DoorDash and other delivery apps, how they are the saving grace. Yes, they are useful for people who can't leave their homes, and they do help restaurants when they have zero choice in how they get food out to people. But companies like DoorDash take advantage of being a restaurant's saving grace. DoorDash alone takes about 20% of a restaurant's order price. That may not sound like a lot, but it adds up fast, especially for smaller businesses, and for workers who rely mostly on tips, it's kinda ass. I know, cause I speak from personal experience. Back when the pandemic first started, I worked in a sushi bowl restaurant. It was a fairly small and new place, and the majority of my paycheck came from tips. Well, once we couldn't provide our wonderful charm to the customer, we got placed under curbside takeout only. Understandably so, so we had delivery services take over. And that put a strain on the restaurant. Almost all of our sales were for delivery, meaning apps like Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats were taking about 10 to 20% of the store's daily sales, which in a pandemic for a small locally owned store is kinda hellish to say the least. I mean, I don't think I have to explain that. Added on top of that, the customer was already paying the app's delivery fee and was tipping the driver. So do you think us who actually made the food got tips as well? I'm gonna let you in on a little trade secret. No, we did not. Our paycheck started dipping like hell. I remember seeing orders of over $100 and just no tip, and then just feeling absolutely crushed by it. It was ass. And then to have a driver come in and be like, "Why is the order not ready? Like, why are you such a bitch?" And okay, aside from that, overall, I have no hate towards the drivers. They're just doing their job. This beef just circles back around to the stupid DoorDash ad where they practically act like they are Jesus to the restaurant industry.
They're still there for you. Now you can be there for them. While the doors may be closed, the kitchens are open for delivery.
Like, yes, it is useful and we have to use it because that is a part of dealing with a pandemic, but don't treat yourself as a saint. Now, some of you may be thinking at this point that I'm just a cynical asshat, and you'd be right, actually. I'm not gonna hide that fact, but I just can't stand how ingenuous these commercials are. Mark off a social checklist about what people like to hear and then pat yourself on the back for being such a great company. Here, I'll show you just how easy it is to half-ass one of these commercials, because right here, ladies and gentlemen, you are gonna see me make my own commercial. Sit back and feel inspired out the ass.
More than ever, our life is at a standstill. Many doors closed, many families distanced, millions left wondering what's next to come. Our planet needs us now more than ever, because in these unprecedented times, we need strong new leaders to rise above and overcome these challenges. We need artists, lovers, dreamers, and fighters. Because even though we may be apart, we've never been closer to achieving our goals as a community. That's why our family has been working tirelessly since we opened our doors in 1980 to bring you the highest quality magic worms this nation has ever seen. Because in times like this, we can all use a little home. Together, we will make tomorrow yesterday. Magic worms. Go fuck yourself.
Amazing. I better hear some rounds of applause, you know, maybe a like and subscribe down below if you're new to the channel. Don't you feel truly woke as a human being now? I mean, that was just wonderful. And do you hear that? The entire world is clapping. The Middle East is safe and hunger is eliminated. Yeah, I hate these ads so much. They're so annoying. Well, lads and lasses, this was a bit of a quick episode, I know. I just really wanted to take a shit on corporate ads, and I also wanted to do something that isn't Reddit, because it'd be cool to eventually turn this channel into something that is more personality-based, because I think I have, or I'd like to assume I have more personality than just reading memes off the internet. I know I personally had a lot of fun with this, and I hope you had a good time watching it. It was truly a blast to make. I'm still trying to get in the swing of writing episodes, so it means a lot that you're sticking with the channel during this change. If you're new here, feel free to drop a like and a comment and subscribe, as it does help out the channel. Also, join my Discord down below because it's made for awesome people. Also, check out my Twitter so you can see me just spam posts at like 4 in the morning. Anyways, thanks again for stopping by. I have to get out of here and go do some stuff. But until next time, you stay safe. And most importantly, you stay amazing, home slice.